drinks firm Diageo.
Earnings rose 17% in the first half.
We've spent the morning at the Bushmills Whisky Distillery.
We're having an impact in the marketplace, a major impact. You'd expect me to say that. It's what we should be doing with our brands. But it's the issue that we don't talk about, the impact of Diageo on our environment. That's the real issue. In the last year, Diageo emitted over 700,000 tonnes of carbon dioxide. We'd need to plant over 16 million trees and let them grow for at least 10 years before that amount of carbon will be pulled out of the atmosphere. We used over 23 billion litres of water, and Diageo produced over 15,000 tonnes of land waste. Should we be wasting our time focusing on sustainability in the middle of an economic downturn? The reality is that doing good is good for business. It helps build our reputation for sure, but it also helps us beat the competition and drive NSV. It's the right thing to do and we must get after it now. Our customers also have really high expectations and we've got to make sure that we meet them.
Walmart said today that it plans to give all of its products a green rating.
You won't be able in the future to really be viewed in the same way if you put this on the back burner.
Our stakeholders expect us to have sound environmental policies to ensure the long-term sustainability of our business.
The climate change crisis is the product of many generations, but overcoming it must be the great project of this generation.
Slowing and reversing these threats is the defining challenge of our age.
One of the things we're going to have to do is fight the temptation towards cynicism, to feel that the problem is so immense that somehow we cannot make significant strides.
For me, actually, the most important thing is that we know how important it is to you, our employees. Your feedback and your actions show how passionate you are about the environment. And one of the first questions that we're asked when recruiting is what's our approach to corporate citizenship? So what are we actually doing about it? Our first target to hit is to have our wholly owned production sites reduce their carbon emissions by 50%, minimise the polluting power of wastewater by 60%, improve their water efficiency by 30%, and drop waste to landfill by 100%. And we'll do all of this before 2015. That sounds ambitious, doesn't it? But we're already seen as pioneers in this.
Rizal Distillery is the first distillery built through Diageo for 30 years. It is the most sustainable distillery through use of innovative technology to reduce the requirements of fossil fuel. At a traditional malt distillery, we would utilise either gas or oil to raise the steam required for the distillation and mashing processes. At Rizal, this steam will be raised by the use of bioenergy plants and heat recovery. The distillery will reduce the requirements for fossil fuels by a total of 85% as compared to a distillery of the same size. This is equivalent to approximately 13,000 tonnes of carbon dioxide per year, which is equivalent to around about 10,000 family cars. Because we are achieving truly sustainable operation, we are able to beat our competition, and we are also able to show the way forward for the industry for the future.
Huntingwood in Australia is another great example of how going green can beat the competition. It's the most water-efficient RTD bottling plant in the industry. It's been designed to recover, cool and reuse water in vacuum pumps, saving 18 million litres of drinking water a year. The pump designs have been adopted by Diageo sites around the world. So we're doing really well with the big stuff. But what can we do as individuals? Each of us has the opportunity to turn a small idea into a big reality.
We've used the most attention-getting materials for our holiday gift sets. And in the past couple of years, what we've been doing is then really looking into that, analyzing the materials that we were using and looking at how those affect the environment, and then coming back and saying, okay, what alternatives do we have? What can we do to change that packaging without giving up our shelf presence? The motivation behind this actually stems from the people involved. I have a passion for this, and I know the people that I work with have a passion for it. But Diageo encouraged it and allowed us to make changes. So our packages now have PET for windows and for vacuum-formed trays. That's better because it's more easily reclaimable. For paper, what we've done is switched over from a metallic board that is paper laminated on metal and then plastic. We've removed that plastic layer. And so in doing that, we're able to have our package completely recyclable. Also on the gift packs, what we've done is added a claim that states to the consumer so that they're aware that they can recycle this. What I would say to others that are looking to make a difference in Diageo, no matter what your group or what your function is in the business, put your idea out there, see what happens after that. The new mentality surrounding Diageo in terms of sustainability, there's a lot more people with open ears and there's a lot more people with this passion that's been growing.
Fantastic work. But using our consumer insights should extend beyond packaging design. How do we use our skills to influence consumer behaviour?
Walmart expects that every industry and supplier that work with them has sustainability initiatives. This Nash machine was a project that was developed last year and implemented in the stores in São Paulo. It's one of the main initiatives that Diageo and Walmart has been working in collaboration. The machine looks like a refrigerator, and there is one drawer where you can put the bottle inside and the machine automatically smashes the bottle. By having the machine in a place that everyone can see, we can educate the consumer and the shoppers. We've seen fantastic support and acceptance from the shoppers, and we believe by demonstrating the results, we can influence and having the idea and concept exported to other markets that Diageo operates. By developing the machine, Diageo has elevated the relationship with Walmart.
So we're supporting our customers, we're using our insights, and we're making our supply footprint more sustainable. But are we doing enough? What about the communities in which we operate? We have the talent to help and to continue the great work started by our forefathers. Arthur Guinness and James Buchanan, to name but two, could see the benefits. And we have work to be really proud of in this area.
Diageo Giving for Good was created in response to requests from our employees to be able to donate to a programme specifically designed for them. This year we decided to focus on water filters in Uganda to support the 1 Million Challenge programme, Africa's commitment to provide 1 million people in Africa with sustainable water. Most people in Uganda would access their water from streams and springs which are very heavily contaminated. The water filter will take out these impurities and make this water safe to drink. Each filter costs £10. This will provide 25 people with clean water for a whole year. Water is key to the sustainable and economic development of the communities in which we operate. By having access to clean water, it means that people will not be sick. Adults will be able to go to work and children will be able to go to school and get a fantastic education. I have seen the impact that these water filters are having on the lives of the children in the school and the amazing difference it is making to their lives.
We're too big a company not to care and to play our part. In fact, we owe it to future generations to ensure that our brands and our business leave a legacy to be proud of. GreenIQ is our new platform to help us all engage with the subject of environmental sustainability. We should all get involved.